Hey y'all, JaemiO here, and today is Food Tech Day. If this is your first time here, Food Tech Day is basically a day that I try out food gadgets or kitchen gadgets to help weed out the unitaskers so that I can try them before you have to buy them. Before we get started, like I said, if this is your first time here, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. While you're at it, go ahead and click the little bell so you can get notifications whenever I have a new video out. And hopefully, if you like this video, you'll give me a thumbs up. So let's get started. So this week I actually have a silicone oven mitt. It's got some grips on the inside. It's supposed to be heat resistant up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's test it out. So I used this oven mitt twice. So the first time I recorded it, as you could see. The second time I did not. The first time I actually was cooking a French bread pizza, which is really easy to make. Just get some French bread, put some marinara sauce on it, cheese, whatever else you want to put on it. Bake it at 400 degrees for like 10 minutes. You're done. The French bread pizza I cooked, like I said, at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and this was really hot. The mitt was really hot. So when I first reached into the oven to get the pizza out, it was okay. But by the time I got it up to the stove, which isn't that far, so I just placed it on top of the stove, it was really hot and I could feel it burning. The second time I used it, I was actually baking cookies, and I had them on 350 degrees, and the mitt was perfectly fine. Like, it didn't burn through. It was very comfortable. It was easy to use. So I guess I'd have to say I'm kind of neutral on this. There's several types of silicone gloves, and I'll probably try out some other ones. But I guess my thing is, if I could feel it burning through at 400, and it says it can go up to 500 degrees, my concern is that it will melt. And I have read where people have had silicone oven mitts and they did melt through. They also can get slippery, so if you're using something that's oily or it's spilled over, it can slip out. I do like that these have the grips. Now, I didn't experience that, but I can see very much where it would have that problem. I think the grips would help, but if you have something that's greasy or, like I said, spilled over, you might run into a problem and it slip out of your hand. Just feeling these, so on the inside, so you just put your hand in, there's no cloth or anything. There are silicone oven mitts that you can buy that are cloth lined. I think I would actually like those more, and if I do these again, I'll probably get some cloth lined ones, because just in these being a pot holder, more of a pot holder type mitt, you put your hand in it, like, you can feel kind of the resistance. I think if having, as compared to cloth oven mitts, and you can just put your hand in, it's pretty easy, versus these, if it were the whole hand, I think it would be kind of hard to get your hand in and out, which again to me is a concern if you have one that's for your whole hand, and say it starts burning through and you try to get your hand out, you're going to have two problems there. One, it's burning, and two, you now have silicone on your hands, which is going to be a hot, bubbly substance, kind of like melted plastic. So I'd say that's a hazard. So overall, I'd say if you're using this at 350 degrees or less, these are fine. If you're trying to go higher than that, I would just stick with regular cloth oven mitts. Cloth pot holders, I've never had a problem with them, so I don't really see any need to switch it up, but I wouldn't say these are horrible. So like I said, I give them about a 5. Hopefully this was helpful. Silicone oven mitts actually have a broad range of prices. You can get them as cheap as $1 You can get them as expensive as $50. So I guess it just depends on what you're buying. I can't say, as far as for me so far, buying at different levels of price, that I've really seen a major difference in quality, or really, honestly, any difference. Like I said, I do know the cloth ones tend to cost more. The cloth lined silicone oven mitts do cost more, and I guess that's because it's two types of material. So if you all have any of these, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you would like to suggest a kitchen gadget, check the description below on how you can do that. And as always, a special thank you to my patrons on Patreon for helping make this project possible. I'll see y'all next time.